May as well start talking about some deck lists now that we've got some time to kill until new reveals come around. So why don't we start off with the most commented about deck request I proposed a while back. A purple-red Celestial Being deck. I'm calling this one Double T, for Tiara and Trinity, who I feel are going to be the best combination of pilots for this color scheme. Setsuna has got some new low-end tools, but none of them really mesh that well with Tiara's strat besides being beat sticks and Setsuna's Anthem giving some extra AP. But I think Trinity's reliance on rested units will benefit Tiara far more. Tiara's ability to give you draw relies on him dying on the enemy turn. That's pretty easy to play around to avoid him, but putting him into your Death Touch virtues for being able to redirect attacks with armed intervention will make him a far more valuable. Intervention having draw for burst is also a big boon and makes it worth consideration. There's also plenty of low end here to help punch back against aggro, and the pinging effects of cards like the Trinity Worship can help whittle down blockers and set up Vi to chop them down. I keep Ptolemaeus here because its ability to stop grunts can be incredibly handy and helps force your opponent to trade into your rested CB units. And if they decide to burn something like Fatal Strike on them, then hey, that means Tiara's out of the way anyway. With Nana and a support virtue, you can even give your weaker grunts some extra oomph. Nana being inside this virtue can also stack your support to give them 4 in a real pinch. Between these and Johan, you've got a lot of options to help your grunts punch higher than their pay grade. Nodley will be your big way to whittle down the AP of opposing units to make taking them out less punishing and keep your stuff around. Red Dynamis isn't linkable to anything here, but it doesn't need to be, especially since it rests itself on deployment. Resting itself to kill a token or grunt is worth having it alone, plus again, having rested stuff helps Trinity anyway. Plus with the 4 AP, it's a mean bastard if your opponent tries to take it out anyway. The big game closers for this deck in my mind are the Throne Ein and the Virtue Transam. Virtue Transam's Death Touch is a boss killer while Ein is your grunt killer. Work together and you have an effective board clear with the right timing of everything. The only major change I'd maybe consider is switching in the new red Exia to help auto-kill grunts and tokens. My only worry is that if you don't end up against a hyper aggro opponent, then it's useless if they're not running any grunts themselves. In a best of 3 with side deck format though, I'd definitely auto-include the red Exia. This is just one version of Celestial Being that I've been working on in the background. In 3 colors across 2 sets and a starter, they've got plenty of room to experiment, especially now since we have Hallelujah and his Legend Rare Curios to consider as a big threat.